All right, bang. Today is Wednesday. It's May 29th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Before we get into anything, we want to talk about our good friends at Rhoback Activewear. You guys know we love Rhoback.
Love Rhoback.
Yes, that Azalea collection. It's back. I've been telling you guys it's back.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
I have the quarter zip, and then I got another one, which I think is maybe my favorite shirt that I own. It's a cherry blossom print.
Oh,
it's
that's
awesome.
nice.
Yeah.
The Chicago 312 one is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We all have that one as well.
Yep.
They are a great golf shirt. I was at a golf outing this weekend, and you could see Rhoback everywhere.
Yeah. That's one of those things where if you're not going to play good, you might as well look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
So they also have new belt loop shorts. The stretch material on these are unreal. They're breathable, easy to move in. And if you don't like belt loop shorts, they have the everyday shorts. They're made for you. They have an elastic waistband for ultimate comfort and a great stretch fabric. They look nice paired well with a polo. Untucked, it can be super versatile and easy to move in when out and about, So use code DOG on Rhoback.com for 20% off all new customers through the end of this week. That's spelled RHOBACK.com. That's 20% off all polos, hoodies, and shorts with code DOG. That does end at the end of the week. It is golf season. It is summer. You're going to want to be Rhobacked up. Mm-hmm. Go do it now. Make sure you don't miss out because...
Don't be an idiot.
Yes. Don't be an idiot. I also want to tell everyone about Vanderhagen razors. Okay. You got to make the switch from a cartridge razor to a safety razor today with Vanderhagen. Safety razors allow you to get a closer, more comfortable shave. The use of one-blade razors help prevent nicks and cuts while making your skin feel smoother than ever. The best part is that these blades cost as little as $1 a piece and last anywhere from 3 to 5 shaves. This will save you thousands of dollars over the years compared to the cost of cartridge razors. Everyone likes to save money.
Hey.
Yeah.
I made the switch.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Nice lineup.
I dare you guys to find a nick or a cut on this neckline here.
Nice lineup.
Nothing.
Real nice lineup. Yep. The blades are ice tempered. They're stainless steel blades from Germany that are sharp enough to give you the perfect shave. The handle is made to last a lifetime, so the only recurring purchase you will have is for blades. Check out your local Target and Rite Aid to get yourself a Vanderhagen razor today. And really, it's that simple. Go grab one.
You don't want to be looking like Teenage Grinch with all those nicks and cuts all over your face.
Fact. Yep.
Take care of your skin.
Can't have that. Go get a Vanderhagen razor. All right, welcome to the show. Obviously, as always, myself, Danny Chief. I feel like we got to kind of start with our guy, White Sox Dave.
Why would you say that?
Listen, it's a busy weekend. People are out and about, out of town, at the beach, whatever. Mm-hmm. Memorial Day. But our guy had I don't want to say Hall of Fame moment because it's so hard to achieve Hall of Fame status in the White Sox Dave branch of the the tour.
But it was everything. Like, remember the long time when you were drunk on the couch a couple of years ago or whatever that was, when you're like, I wish more people were in on the White Sox Dave joke. Like, this tweet to me and the subsequent follow-up tweet is the most White Sox Dave moment he's ever had. He goes to Germany. He sees a bunch of people in Metallica t-shirts and he's like, man, Germans love Metallica. And like, does not occur to him that maybe they're just playing there that night.
I was with Tom Lay, he's former producer of Barstool Chicago, when that happened, and we were at a Rangers bar and in Chicago, and there was just everyone decked out in Rangers gear, and he made like the perfect comparison. He's like, what if I took a picture? I'm like, wow, I didn't realize how many Rangers fans were in Chicago.
Yeah. all in one spot.
Perfect.
And then he's like, no, they are in town, but that's not why. They genuinely love them and Celine Dion. Like, he just can't be like, like, can't just be like, hey, like that's on me. Yeah, it's always he's, like I said to you before we went on the air, in his brain, he's undefeated. Yeah. He's never lost an argument. He's never lost a battle. And, which is part of his charm to a degree. It's infuriating when you're like in the moment with him. But when you're like me, I'm watching that exchange from afar. It was perfect. It was his masterpiece.
That's the thing with Dave. Like, all he would have had to do is maybe Google, be like, oh, this is suspicious. Like, a lot of Metallica shirts in Germany. And he would have just had to Google and check before and avoid that tweet. But in Dave's mind, he's just like, we are like, oh, you idiot. You didn't like Google before and check it out. But he's like talking to us like, oh, I didn't Google it before, idiot. That's why I didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
But I could envision a scenario where I do the exact same thing.
Sure.
Where it's like, damn, like a lot of and then like fire off a tweet, don't give it a ton of thought, then get the follow up being like, hey, they've been in town for 2 nights, and it's like it's Metallica. It's a big deal. Like they're all good. Of course, everyone's wearing their shirt, and I would be like, "Yep, like fucked that up." Dave is like, "No, I've been in Germany," but that's the thing. Like now that it's like all of these things coming together. I'm in Germany. He's been there for 2 days. He has a music podcast, so he is now the authority on German culture and how much people love Metallica in Germany because he's been there for 2 days, and Celine Dion. That's White Sox Dave.
It's like the funniest combo too, Germans and Metallica.
It's just beautiful.
Yeah, it was great.
It's
great.
just beautiful. Like, and I believe so. I don't even get established. Like, we didn't really set it up either. I don't know. We just got lost in the shuffle that he's going to Germany for his first time. I think he went for 10 days.
Yeah,
and like I don't know if he's ever been.
He's never been to Europe. So his first trip abroad was when he did the Dominican Republic with Donnie, and this is his first time to Europe. So first big excursion out of the country for him.
So first time, and that's his first tweet is they really love Metallica in Germany.
Yeah. But now he's getting into his wheelhouse. I saw him tweet today that McDonald's doesn't offer hash browns at their breakfast. So like stick to what you know. That's what you know.
And honestly, like there's a lot of times where it's like, Dave, come on. Like the what was the last debate we had with Dave about? It was a tweet that he missed, or he's just like, I didn't read if it was verified. It was something about
yeah. Well, even the one where he got the date wrong of draft day, where Big Cat had the clip. We were talking about it last week. He's like, "Oh, this date will forever change our lives," and that's kind of better example of what I was trying to say before. He's like, "Well, I didn't double check the date, idiots," and we're like, "We know, like that's what we're calling you out for."
Exactly. Yeah. It's incredible.
Obviously, Dan. Yeah.
So that was first tweet, and then Stooley, her name's Katie. She just tweeted the tour schedule. And I was like, I think it's this, Dave. And then his response, word for word, was them being in town is only part of it. Metallica and Celine Dion, they put on holy pedestal. All right.
Is that an expression?
Holy pedestal?
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever heard
I
of
just
that.
added the adjective there.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. But to be fair, like, I would totally get duped by something like that.
Yeah, of course.
And just not look it up and be like, ah, shit.
Yeah, but then you would be like, ah, shit. Not try to be like, no, I know for a fact that.
They're the ones.
Yeah.
But it's like, all right, if we saw a bunch of like a Dead & Co. concert going on outside of Wrigley, we'd be like, wow, didn't know how much Chicago loved Dead & Co. Then like what he did, he asked the Germans, he's probably like, no, see, they love him here. Like any fan would say that about the band, the concert they're about to go to.
Exactly.
Another chapter.
How was the weekend for you fellas?
Chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. Did basically nothing.
Yeah.
Loved every second of it.
Yeah, I did 3 days of drinking, the classic 3-day bender, but feeling better than I thought I would.
Oh, that's surprising.
Yeah.
Did you take it easier than?
Yeah, I think the move now is
it?
get home early.
Yeah. So your definition of a bender has changed as you've gotten over 30.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if it's
the
just
lower
like,
bar.
right? Even if it's like a barbecue or something, you know, you're not closing down the bars. I still count that towards a bender.
Yeah.
You?
I played in a golf outing Saturday. Was nice. Saw your buddy who's banned from the 5 a.m. bar, Danny.
Nice.
Great guy. First time I've seen him in a while.
Yeah. Banned from the 5 a.m. bar. Next line. Great guy.
Great guy. He just
had a bad night.
likes to have fun. He banned from the 5 a.m. bar. And also probably banned from Little Person's Wrestling in Milwaukee.
Oh yeah.
So
He
that's
loves that story.
that's
I don't think I know that story.
My friend, we were at a bachelor party. Went to a Little Person Wrestling event, and it was clearing out, and he just went in the middle of the ring and started going like this, thinking he was fine. Just got tackled to hell by security and literally dragged out of there down 2 flights of steps.
That's tough.
Yeah. He's had a tough showing on our shows in the past.
yes.
But-
yes.
Great guy.
Great guy.
Yeah, great guy. Always like to see him.
Yeah.
That's just How
How was the golf outing? I saw you guys had the national anthem going and everything.
Yeah, my one buddy sang the national anthem. He drank 11 beers in the first 5 holes.
Ooh.
And whiffed on the ball about 12 times afterwards. So he was in rare form. Big takeaway here. Like, I don't know if this was like you've been out so far a couple times this year.
Yeah.
I hit my ball in like some high grass, and so I went over to go look for my ball. it was an astronomical amount of cicadas that were just covered. Every single shred, every blade of grass had them just ready to go.
Are cicadas like, are they a nuisance, or other than there's just so many of them? Like, do they destroy crops and shit? Is it a problem that there's so many cicadas?
I reached out to 2 entomologists. Is that what they're called?
Bug doctors.
Bug people. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't got a response. I'm trying to have someone on the podcast to kind of break it down. Mm-hmm. I had no luck yet, but from what I understand, cicadas are not a nuisance like that. They were not, obviously they're not going to bite you or anything. However, they also die within 6 weeks. So they're just basically useless things.
Yeah, the sound is probably a nuisance.
That's the biggest nuisance.
I'm sure animals
I kind of
eat
like
them all.
the
They go into the whatever. They're good for the environment. Get decomposed. You like the sound?
I think I did. What a weirdo.
Why? What's wrong with the sound? It's like, sounds like summer to me.
Dude, I was at a barbecue yesterday. You couldn't hear.
They're setting off car alarms and shit.
Can't, dude. It's
I don't
so
know if
loud.
I've been in a place where it was like that loud before. I kind of like hearing them if you're like walking around at night and they're like buzzed.
I will say it's
a
night
little
and
peaceful.
It's night and day. Like in the city, I went to my parents who live on the outskirts of the city, more towards the suburbs, and it was the first time I really heard them. I was like, "Whoa, these things are covered
It's
everywhere."
like, yeah, but it's like white noise to me. I don't know. I kind of like it.
No, dude. It's
peaceful.
loud.
It's good from afar. If you're on a golf course,
Yeah.
you're probably right in the action.
Yeah.
But if you're just like walking down the street with a nearby park,
Yeah.
I'd see the.
Yeah. It's crazy that those fuckers are just down there for 17 years eating, and then they just pop up. Right?
Oh, wait.
You didn't know that?
I thought they were like in
No,
eggs.
no, my friend.
Oh,
They're
they
down
merge.
there, and then they merge. Yes.
So like, how far at any point in the past 17 years we could have dug and like come across a bunch?
Cicada nest?
Essentially.
I always thought that they were like
No.
larvae or whatever they call
No.
baby bugs.
And apparently the blue-eyed ones, if you find one, they're super rare.
I want to find one. I saw
Yeah.
that.
You know, eat it?
It's like the golden ticket, Willy Wonka.
Yeah. We talked about it. We did
Yeah.
a little clip where there's a Chicago bar that's offering a shot of Malort with that.
Saw
You
that.
see that?
Yeah.
Would you do it?
I mean, can Malort get much worse?
Yeah, that was kind of our take.
It's like but it's like it's just a psychological thing. I think I would do it. That's like a thing in with tequila. Like they'll put worms
Yeah.
in tequila.
Yeah.
I guess it's not that weird. Like
Yeah.
you were saying, people eating chocolate-covered grasshoppers.
Yeah.
But what does infused mean? Like because they're saying like bring in a husk to put it in there. Is that infused? Or you
Well, I
like,
think you
drain
can
it?
infuse any. Like, have you ever been to a bar where they have like the big glass tanks of like water, and then
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
infused.
watermelon or blueberries or raspberries, and it's like infused. Like so you're not actually juicing them. You're just getting like the essence, like the flavor.
So like my question is, the husk doesn't have
It's
to
like a
be
cold
in there
brew.
while I drink it. If it's infused technically already.
It's good. That's a good question. I don't know.
Wait, say that one more time?
Like the husk wouldn't have to actually be in the drink for it to be infused, right?
It would have to
Separate
be like
process?
sitting in the bottle.
Interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Like you could drop some Jolly Ranchers in your body.
it's like a
yeah.
fucking cold brew.
Some Jolly Ranchers
Yeah.
in your
Yeah.
lean. In your
Right.
lean.
Yeah, and you're lean. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how lean started.
Yeah,
Lean is just infused cold cough syrup, right? With
I
Sprite.
guess. Yeah.
They got other things in there from what I heard the rap song. Promethazine.
The what?
Promethazine's in 2 cups. I'm screwed up.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
It's Sprite, codeine, and Jolly Ranchers, right? That's what I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, and a little promethazine sometimes.
What's that?
Really?
I don't know, some downer.
Are you sure promethazine just isn't in codeine?
That's like the Jamarcus
maybe,
Russell drink
maybe,
too,
maybe.
right? Didn't that like ruin his life?
I don't know.
Purple drink?
Maybe. Possibly.
It's something
I
they
can
probably
see it,
look up.
man. Lil Wayne had us by the balls.
With the purple drink?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
always promoting that shit.
Dude, yeah. For real.
It's kind of problematic.
What? Promoting
Yeah,
codeine syrup and
Yeah.
Sprite?
yeah,
I would say.
yeah. He never really caught much heat for that. Influencing the youth.
No.
Cured a lot of coughs.
But
Yeah, no one had a cough.
No one had a cough during
No
the
Lil Wayne
era,
fans
dude.
had a cough. Yeah,
yeah, but there's still people promoting Xanax bars. And
Yeah.
fucking-
yeah. I don't like that either.
I always just hated cough syrup so much. I never even thought of doing that.
Yeah, the Roby bombs.
Oh, brutal. Your whole day is ruined.
Yeah.
What about the?
Yeah, I don't even fuck with like NyQuil or anything.
No.
Yeah, I don't take that either. I do like the Vicks every once in a while though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
I
even,
like the smell.
I'll even do a Dayquil to get you through the day.
Yeah,
But the NyQuil is where you wake up and you're like, is it 2024 still?
dude, I have that with like if I take like an edible at night to help fall asleep. Like the next morning, I wake up, I'm like first of all, I don't know what time it is. That's the only time I like sleep past 7. And I just feel like my brain doesn't turn on until like 1 o'clock.
I feel like NyQuil is like extreme for a cough. It's like chemo for a cold.
Yeah.
You have to have the flu if you're down in NyQuil. Otherwise, I'm just popping back a couple holes.
That's one of those things. If you like cannot sleep because you're coughing so much, you just have to knock yourself out.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
the
If you get to that point, because laying there and just getting that drip,
yeah,
and you're just
brutal.
coughing your dick off,
Like,
it's
I'll deal with this tomorrow.
horrendous.
Yeah. Just hope you don't pull a Rip Van Winkle and wake up 10 years later.
Was that what Rip did?
Yeah, is that not a good enough reference? I feel like you know the story of Rip Van Winkle.
I don't know.
The guy who, it was like an old, I guess, fairy tale. He like took a nap and woke up like 50 years later to like the future.
Really?
Yeah. Now you guys know next time I use the term Rip Van Winkle.
That's crazy. Didn't they? They just found a guy who was in like his neighbor's basement for like 30 years. Right?
Yeah, he was
that
getting
like
tortured and
Bosnia
shit.
or some shit?
Yeah. I mean, that happens all the time. It was they had that house in Ohio maybe like 10 years ago. That girl like finally escaped after like 12 years.
Yeah, that was the Charles Dave giveaway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Dead giveaway, but she was there for over a decade. I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That'd be so fucking insane. You know how long 10 years is?
Yeah.
I will say, not to poo-poo this, the trauma of it, the last 10 years have fucking flown by.
Yeah.
Like that, it's like,
Yeah.
well, what? Like you're like, I think about that sometimes where I'm like, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and be 90. Like, it's just because it's just going to go faster and faster and faster and faster. Or even like my nephew is 8 now.
I was going to say the same thing to you. I had that realization weirdly driving to work today.
Yeah.
He turns 9 this October.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit. He's been here for 9 years already?
Yeah.
That's bananas.
Yes.
Yeah. Or like your Facebook friends, you just follow along with their kids' lives, even though you haven't seen them in 10 years. You're like, wow, he's in 6th grade.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. Or even like, I know you don't watch, but I had like a big teen mom face.
Okay.
Those kids are like,
teen moms themselves now.
they could like buy houses now.
Yeah.
Not really, but
Yeah. Well, you don't know.
yeah,
Good influencer money.
it's crazy how old those kids are now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are the teen moms getting in on the influencer money, or are they a little?
Oh no, they got it for sure.
Yeah.
And that show did very well. They were definitely compensated pretty decently, I would guess.
It is crazy, like the amount of child stars, like that reality TV for teenagers was a thing. Like Laguna Beach. Like that's insane that like Kristen Cavalier was 15 years old and they're talking about like sucking dick on camera and shit. Like that should not be allowed. That should not, like, where were their parents?
Dude, I think the culture out there, it doesn't matter.
I think it was also like the cutting edge of reality. I don't think that show gets made today. I don't even think it gets. You probably get fired for proposing a show like that now.
Well, there's so many. It's worse now.
How so?
Because more kids are doing it on TikTok by themselves.
Right, but that's like their own volition. That's just like the platform. This is like MTV is being like, we're gonna follow around these children with cameras for years and just like document like their high school drama lives. That's like that. That to me is like, where are those executives now? Like, have they ever had to like answer for any of those?
Yeah, it still goes on, but they're waiting a little longer now until they're at least 18.
But you could
freshmen in high school.
But you could still argue it was a net positive for almost everyone.
Really?
I think so.
Why is that?
Financially.
Yeah, like
there's more things than
all of those people have been able to capitalize off that, right? I mean,
but like Cavallari seems like fucking like a lunatic now. Like I would be interested to see if they would go back in time and change things. This is a lot different than being like
but she
a child star actor, like
okay,
Joel Osment or something.
But she doesn't have fucking Uncommon Jamie if she doesn't fucking do that.
James,
you know?
Yeah, but like she might just have a nice normal life where she's happy.
Yeah, I feel like a better example would be one of the lesser characters on that show.
Yeah.
You know?
See where they are.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know any of the ancillary characters from The Hills. But
no, who is the Lauren Conrad? What's she? What's she up to?
She was also pretty because
The
Hills was like her thing, right?
Yeah, but she was like an adult during that, though, right?
See, I think
my second cousin.
Yeah,
I think a better example would be like someone who just did a season of The Real World, because that was like a blip. You're there
Yeah.
for if you didn't go do the challenge.
But they were also in at least 18 for that.
Yeah, true.
I'm talking like your formative years. Like I think of my like, and
I feel like 18 to 22 could be worse.
Dude, the people that got nexted right away on Next, they're probably still dealing with mental
Yeah,
issues.
right.
like what or Room Raiders.
Yeah, or Room Raiders.
No, you were the horniest fucking kid ever. Yeah,
That's another one. Let me toss this kid in the back of my truck before he could even dress
Yeah.
in the morning.
I can't imagine it because I hit puberty so late. So I wouldn't have been featured on one of those shows regardless. But I can't like I would have been if I was 15 during that show, I would have been like a 5'2" like baby. Like I would have been a baby on that show.
And they would have found all your cum socks.
I don't even know if I had cum socks then.
Just a bunch of Kleenex
Yeah.
out of the bed.
If you did, they would have blacklighted the shit out
Yeah,
of
for
it.
real.
Imagine Room Raiders comes in a morning after you took some Robitussin. Like, where the fuck am I? Is it a
Yeah.
fever dream?
I said that. What a negligent thing of Room Raiders to just be throwing people in vans. If some fucking creep just put Room Raiders on the side of a white van, they could have just been
Yeah, true.
doing all bunch of
MTV.
very bad
No wonder
shit.
they only do ridiculousness. Maybe they're getting sued left and right by all these people we just don't know about at Viacom.
That was the main reason I cleaned my room growing up. Just the off chance that Room Raiders going to come in one day.
Picturing you just stressed out with
Yeah.
a Swiffer. Just like sweating.
Could be the morning.
Yeah.
Why are you cleaning so much?
Why are you washing your sheets again? Yeah.
Why are you throwing out all those socks?
Can't risk it. I can't risk it, Mom. That I love that shit. The golden era of MTV was
That was then.
nothing like it.
Yeah.
There was nothing like it.
Singled Out. You guys might be too young for Singled Out.
Maybe a little
Carmen
bit.
Electra and
Yeah, I'm a little young for that.
yeah, that was like the first one I remember.
Would that come out 92?
No. Well, I mean maybe. I probably remember from like 96.
96?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what made me sad? The other day, I forget who it was, one of the younger employees here didn't know who Bam Margera was.
Really?
That was peak reality TV.
Yeah.
Viva La
It
Bam.
was, yeah.
It was
And
like,
that's
okay,
why-
you could do this in a cool way too.
Yeah.
Viva La Bam. You doesn't have to be camera on me while I'm getting broken up with.
Yeah. Everyone gives me shit for not watching sitcoms growing up, but that's what raised me.
Oh my god.
Was just prime
Makes a lot of sense.
trash MTV.
And now you graduated to ring door cams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
where I'm
that's
at.
your new reality TV. More real.
Well, all right. So what, you went from fucking How
I
I Met
went
Your-
from-
How I Met Your Mother to HGTV? You're better than me?
I went from Ninja Turtles to sports, and then like The Simpsons was mixed in there, and that was kind of like my TV.
All right. I went from Rugrats to sports to fucking
Yeah,
uh,
all your
the
weird.
challenge.
Yeah, the challenge was great. I was on the challenge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you still on the challenge?
You know what, man? Just these past two last seasons, I finally have fallen off.
So they got rid of all the people that I knew.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
changed it. It's not just people
Yeah.
from the challenge. It's people from like Are You the One and other shows. And I was just like, I don't care about
Why?
these people.
Why is it that like the real world doesn't work anymore? Like no one cares. Like, what? Bring that show. Like just do like that formula was awesome. Like
I think so many other shows just got in the same lane and kind of became better.
7 strangers picked to live in a house.
I think a big reason why is the casting for that show is maybe more important than any casting of any other show.
I agree, but I also feel like there's so many like it's probably easier to find people like that now because of social media. Like I did like I've talked about 5 rounds of interviews for Love Is Blind, and that started with a DM on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I feel like it would be easier to go through the casting because everyone puts their lives out there anyway. Like, can you imagine 10 years ago, or a Joey Camasta on Real World? He would be like the most electric character of all time.
Yeah.
And like you could have found him before he was like famous from Barstool, and like he did Jersey Shore too, right?
Yeah, but you got to sift through so much shit
I think you could do it.
to get there.
I think it'd be easier to do now than it was when.
But you could also get electricity from little clips and then you bring them in for 6 months or 3 months, however long it is.
Yeah.
And then they come in and you just get a dull house. You can't you can't do anything with that. I also want to talk to you guys about Stella Blue Coffee, because at Stella Blue Coffee, we believe good coffee is one of life's non-negotiables. Stop drinking those boring, tasteless coffee beans and turn to Stella Blue. Remember, your mornings are sacred. It's time to start treating them that way. Not only are Stella Blue Coffee's premium beans sourced from the most coffee-rich geographies on Earth, but they're also Big Cat tasted and approved, which is obviously more important. Stella Blue Coffee's delicious roasts are available in cold brew, K-Cups, ground, and whole bean formats to seamlessly fit into your morning coffee routine. And every bag sold helps save dogs, which is great. So head to your local Jewel Osco or Mariano's today to find the very best deals on Stella Blue Coffee, or use promo code WALK for 20% off any order of $25 or more on StellaBlueCoffee.com. Take back your morning with Stella Blue Coffee. All right, let's get back into the show.
Who do you think would make the best real world cast from the Barstool world?
Ooh.
Because I think Kamasa would be in that.
Yeah, I would say...
I don't think you could have Rico.
I would say Jack Mack would have to be in there, because you always had like a...
like a normal guy?
No, he's like the super political guy.
Well, yeah, but but he fits that. Like, he looks normal. Like, you don't think he looks normal?
I think he's just a super political guy.
Yeah. Did you always have a super political guy?
Oh, yeah. There was always someone like super political from both sides.
Yeah, I suppose.
So like you need that.
Yeah, they probably look for people they know getting arguments too.
Exactly.
Yeah, like he would be an argument.
That's what I'm saying.
For
like
sure.
that's
Yeah,
the thing. So you would need to find someone who would really create some friction with him.
Yeah. Francis?
He's a friction guy, I think, too, because he
would rub people the wrong way.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he wouldn't be like, he would have a boiling point too, I feel.
Yeah, I agree.
Like sitting around people, he'd be like, I can't deal with these people.
How about flipping on tires? And Francis is just like a main character in the second episode. Have you watched that yet?
I haven't seen it
Shane
yet.
Gillis?
No.
Like I don't know if I was just oblivious to it, but did he just keep that under wraps this whole time?
He probably had to. Yeah, I saw a tweet about it before that he was going to be on, so lessen the blow, but still awesome.
Yeah. Well, I know he's like friends with Shane and Matt.
Yeah.
And like he's done that podcast before, but I didn't know that. I had no idea that he was going to be on that show.
Yeah, congrats to him. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, it was cool.
I watched Baby Reindeer this weekend.
You watch what?
Baby Reindeer?
I don't know what that is.
Have you seen that?
Santa movie, dude?
No. Oh, you guys haven't heard of this?
I don't think so.
It's the one of the Netflix series about the reporter or whatever.
Yeah, I'm a couple weeks behind, so I don't need to unpack the whole thing, but it's a guy who gets stalked by a woman. Pretty crazy.
You ever been stalked?
I don't think so.
No.
That was a weird answer for me to
Yeah.
say no. I don't think so. Definitely weird experiences, though.
How's like what?
I don't know. People who get this, it's weird, right? Like, I don't want to fucking say like, oh, we're this and that, but like, obviously there's more information about us at people's disposal than there is about them. I've been in situations where like, it's like, hey, like I know you, and they're talking to you like you've known them for years, and I'm like, hey, I know nothing about you. I just know your name.
You're right.
Which is an interesting dilemma.
I had a buddy who was a hockey player, and he was dating this girl, and then he moved to go like play hockey at this other place that was, across the state from where he had met this girl that he was dating in high school. So he went there for just his senior year, or maybe it was his junior and senior year. She moved to the same school, like on purpose, and signed after they broke up, and took every single class that he took. So like she moved across the state. I think she lived with like an uncle or an aunt and an uncle or something that was like in that area, and then signed up for all of his classes. And he was like, well, we're not together. Like, why would you do this? That's fucking insane to like figure out what a person's schedule is, move across the state, and try to like rekindle a relationship. And then your parents had to like sign off on it. Crazy too.
Yeah.
I wonder how the restraining order works under those circumstances. Like you're getting money back from your classes,
Mm-hmm.
or just like if you happen to see someone, like what could deem it as an accident? Like if you ran into someone out of state and they were like, yo, I literally didn't know you were going to be here. And it's like, well, you still violated the terms of the restraining order.
That's interesting. Yeah. I don't know.
Like, when does it stop?
I heard it's very difficult to actually get a restraining order against somebody. Like, you have to like prove like physical bodily harm and ongoing threats.
Yeah, I think you have to
don't-
document like
yeah.
every stalking
Right.
situation.
They
or
don't
something.
hand them out like willy nilly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
You just never know. That's the thing where like you see so many like true crime things, and you're always under the guise of like, oh, what the hell? The police totally dropped the ball. It's like, dude, you just don't know.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Like that missing person, was it just like her phone just died and she spent the morning at Dunkin' and like didn't want to talk to anyone, or like was she,
Yeah.
in someone's basement?
Yeah. No, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Mhm.
Another set of uplifting topics. Sweet free
Yeah.
I
swim.
know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Mm.
You guys still like sound bars?
What do
What?
you mean?
What do you guys think of sound bars?
Like on a laptop
Yeah.
soundbar?
No, like on a TV.
Oh.
Like on your entertainment side?
Yeah.
No, I've never got one.
Really?
I got one for Christmas from my parents, and I was just like, you just take it back. Like
Mhm.
I don't want to set it up, and then I feel like I don't know exactly how they work. I'm not a big tech guy, but like anything where I'm like, do I need to have another remote? If I do, then I'm out. So, do you need another remote for a soundbar?
I don't know. I don't even know.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So
For a lot of time. Well, not technically. You could merge it.
yeah.
Yeah, you could merge it.
What's the purpose of a soundbar though?
You could, because now TVs, the sound comes from the back,
Yeah.
so you got to put that fucker on like
Yeah,
75 sometimes a hear. So you need like a audio that comes at you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it bothers me when it doesn't match up with the
Not
caption?
sync.
with the mouth.
Oh,
Like,
I'd be infuriated by that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to watch it. I don't even like when if you have like the subtitles on, and the subtitles are either ahead or behind by like
Yeah.
a second.
I know. I'm a weird watcher. I can't. That's part of the reason why I haven't seen a lot of things too, is because I need to be in the perfect setting. I can't be with someone who's talking.
Yeah.
I need to make sure like audio's on point. I need to like be in the right, like like addicted to my phone.
Yeah.
I just need everything perfect.
I've been trying hard just to watch the NHL playoffs and not feeling, because the Hawks aren't in it, so it's like I don't feel the obligated necessarily to like tweet about the NBA or NHL playoffs. I just sit there and watch it and put my phone away. It's been so nice, just like enjoying it without having to like have a comment about everything.
Yeah. Having to tweet something right away
Yeah,
every time.
like pause it, get up, film your TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've said this before, and I think Feidelberg said it originally, is it's absolutely disgusting how proud of ourselves we are when we put our phone down to watch something.
Oh my god.
But I think that's like that's not just like us in this job. I think that's kind of like the
Everyone,
whole world.
yeah. No, it's not just us
Yeah,
at all.
right.
because before it used to be like put down the screens, but like you're putting down screens to watch another screen.
Exactly.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Patting yourself on the back.
Like the amount of dumb ass scrolling I'll do of Twitter, and it's just there's nothing there.
Yeah,
And it's almost like being on the laptop, still screen, obviously, you still seems different. Like I'm not aimlessly scrolling. I'm on my laptop.
I'm working.
Getting work done. Yeah.
yeah.
And it's different for you too, because you are
Yeah,
constantly
you
have
have
to be
to-
on there for your job.
Yeah. But, when I'm not, I'm watching TV or on my laptop.
Yeah.
What's your screen time a week?
It's a lot. Well, the thing is, I'm on my laptop a lot, so it doesn't account for that. But like at least 9 hours and something
Yeah.
a day.
Dude, that's like I was gonna say. Like I have. I think the last one I had was 8 hours, and it's like 8 hours on your phone.
Yeah,
That's fucking insane.
This year was way less, if anything, too, because like White Boy Rick helps with the games. That takes up a lot. Like when
Yeah.
a game's on, you're just scrolling, because you can get all the notifications for like a home run, but then the real like Barstool shit is like, oh, you see this fan in the crowd doing this,
Right,
and
yeah,
like
you
you're not
have to
getting a
be.
notification for that.
Sucking down a hot dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do.
I
I don't know what we're gonna do.
But like everyone is on their screen so much. I'm just like, at least I'm on there for a purpose. Like anyone who's working an accounting job is going home and they're on their phone for 3 hours too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I remember this is like during the Hawks playoffs, like one of the years that they won it, I think. And I was texting with Big Cat, and like he was like, "Hey, can you blog this?" And it was like Joel Quenneville was celebrating a goal like a good 3 seconds before it happened. And it was just like he like saw it on and like filmed it on his TV and then sent it to me. And it was like, how did you like? And the play like continued, and it, like Joel was in the upper right hand corner. I'm like, how the fuck did you even notice that? He goes, that's my job. And I was like, oh fuck, that's what this job is. Like,
Yeah.
you can't even watch the puck. Like it was insane. But like he might have like the number one brain ever for like that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you just have to like train your eyes and your brain to like look at other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've said before, like, I'll never forget, it was like 2 years ago maybe. It was just a White Sox, one of the first 5 games in this season, and I have like alerts on for every time someone scores or something, and I was watching it, and it was late. It was probably like 10:30 p.m. on like a Tuesday. I was like, all right, I think we're good here. Then like one of the next plays, I think it was Lewis Robert or Eloy, probably Eloy, went up to catch a home run, and it bounced off his head and into the crowd. You're not getting that alert till way later, and I'm like, God damn it, I just missed it.
Yeah. Those are tough moments. But, and one thing too, and like obviously we're all guilty of kind of shitting on Gen Z,
I
but
don't even know which one is Gen Z now.
it's like younger than us. I think we're millennials.
I'm a millennial.
Yeah.
What's Gen X then?
Z, same
Okay,
shit.
all right.
The younger crowd.
Yeah.
I think it's under 98, born in 98 is Gen Z, I believe.
Okay.
Is it?
All right.
Okay. So everyone's guilty of shitting on them about everything. But the boomers are sitting there scrolling, eating this addictive soup
Yeah.
more than anyone too.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they just have iPads instead.
Yeah. You know what I
bigger
mean?
screens,
Them
yeah.
and the babies.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
they
Only
love
ones
to
with iPads.
fucking throw rocks from their ivory tower, but they're sitting there with their big ass font
Yeah.
reading everything too. And, they
That's
are.
like one of my favorite things that you see, like the 50-year-old guy who's at a ball game and he's got his phone open and his texts are huge and you can see him just texting like the horniest shit to like somebody, and it's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude.
Like, and if you're going to be that horny, like, how are you that horny and not have good eyesight? Like, I feel like your horniness should decline with your actual ability to see shit.
Steve, horny doesn't care about your eyes. Horny doesn't care what time it is.
Really? I feel like I'm less horny than I was 10 years ago.
But when the time comes, the time comes. Dude.
I guess. Yeah.
I was on a flight once right next to this guy. We were getting off, and he was probably like 60s, size 22 font. And he got a text saying like, what time will you be in tonight? You still on for the sex party? And he just texts back, rain check, kind of tired after flight.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Did you step up and be like, hey, dude, I'll totally take your spot.
Yeah.
I'll totally take
Where you
your
go? Hey, where you going later?
Yeah.
He was such a seemingly normal guy too. Not saying going to sex parties doesn't make you, but just never expected it.
Yeah, I sat next to a guy on a flight one time, and, come on, everyone does a little eavesdropping on a flight, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy, the whole time as we were descending, he was booking escorts. Like, he was like,
What?
Yeah, he was like flipping through stuff. Like, it was.
That's one of those.
How many older people, how many bonks are we losing if they just change their font to normal size?
A lot.
Every viral MLB game guy in the crowd,
Yeah.
gonna eat my ass tonight. We're not even seeing that. It's 12 size font.
The announcer, it's a 2-2 pitch. Derek Jeter hits one to shortstop, and this guy's talking about eating some woman's ass.
Yep.
And I was talking my parents, and they were just watching me text. Like, how do you do that? Like, we still can't do the thumbs. Can't text with the thumbs. They're just pointer finger the whole time. Like, is it that hard?
I guess when you're late to the game, you're late to the game, because or they just love their pointer fingers, because that's how they do the keyboards too.
Like boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that how they do the keyboards? I
A
feel
lot
like
of them
I only do the thumb. I can only.
Just one thumb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Texting like this, I feel like is.
What?
Yeah. I just.
Damn, you must be slow as fuck. People must
No,
be
I'm
waiting
fast.
for your responses, growing beards,
Nah.
typing with one thumb.
I bet you I'm faster than you. You want to have a text off?
Ooh.
Sure.
Okay. I don't know.
That's a fucking new school duel, motherfucker.
Yeah. Let's do it.
And the position you have to assume with the keys, on the second row with your fingers typing. Did they ever even have that for typewriters?
What do you mean?
Or were they constantly just doom, 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 pointer finger,
No,
pointer finger?
Do you know? This is like such a nerd fact that I know, but like this keyboard, the way it's laid out, okay, with the letters where they are, because it doesn't look like it makes any sense, right? The reason that they put it like that is because they had a different style, a different arrangement that was more efficient, but people were going so fast that it would like jam up keystrokes on a
Really?
typewriter. So then they like intentionally made it like this to slow it down just enough.
But you know what I'm saying? Like typing classes eventually came around, and they're like put your fingers, on the second row. Have the pinky for S. Typewriter. They're just freeballing it from the start because no one knows anything. That was the first typing.
But that's how they learned. Yeah, but that's how they learned.
But they're also fucked. There's no delete, right?
That's what whiteout was for. You would white things out.
Could you imagine that? I'll tell you what, you guys haven't seen Baby Reindeer, but she'd be fucked if she had a typewriter.
Yeah.
Oh, man, she'd be fucked. That bitch did not know how to spell anything. Not a thing. You brought up before how you would love to go back to the old days where you could just bang an alarm clock when you wake up. There's something about just letting off some aggression at 6:30 and boom, just like knock out a clock. I'd love to bang on some keys one time. I'd love to be a typewriter guy at some point. There's so much power in that. Like, it's probably not good for your fingers at the end of the day.
I would love to do the little slide across thing where it goes.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
There's just like there's just like little aggression things that you're letting out that I feel like would be good for people. If you're like an angry person, like, hey, sir, that's 2 weeks of anger management, and we're switching to a typewriter and a bang alarm clock.
I also feel like we live, especially when you text with girls, you have to put in like exclamation points. Okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like you never had to do like the extra back then. If you're writing a letter, like you're not putting exclamation points in. You're just like writing. I hate the exclamation point because I feel like
you're not doing the crying face emoji.
No, you're not doing any. Yeah, you're not doing any of that shit. So.
Were they doing the old school smiley faces on typewriters?
The
colon half parentheses.
Yeah, exactly. Were they doing that?
No, that had to be invented with like texting, I think.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I feel like
Dude,
there was some charmer out there.
I think we would know about like if like Frank Sinatra was sending notes with little winky emojis.
I think a true cocksman could have had that down back then.
I think the girl would be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it was way too ahead of their time for that.
I still hate it now. How often did you use emojis?
I could look through my most used ones, and I could tell you right now. I use goat a lot.
Use what?
Goat.
Okay.
The goat emoji?
Yeah.
Like
how often are you talking about?
Should be a very rare thing. There's only one goat.
I'm at this restaurant. Goat. It's the goat. You know what I mean? It's mostly
goat French onion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Goat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I use the salute a lot.
Guy.
Same. Me and Lance use that back and forth a lot.
Yeah, Lance.
Number one.
Yeah, Lance uses that a lot.
That's a great one.
Yeah,
I've taken that from Lance.
Yeah, Lance is big on that.
Yeah.
I use the handshake a lot.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I should do an emoji draft, honestly.
Yeah, we should.
Have we?
No,
have we ever done one?
Yeah, maybe I'll just shut up and we'll just do one.
Yeah.
That's a better.
I like using the emoji. I don't always add it on the end of text, but using it purely in place of text. So like, the crying emoji, instead of saying LOL or ha ha, you just use that.
fucking hate LOLs and you're a big LMAO guy.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I fucking hate because it's a lie.
No,
you're not.
But it's a way like
you're not rolling on the floor laughing your ass off. Or
I don't use rolling on the floor.
Yeah,
don't
you
fucking
do.
say that. I use LMAO, but not rolling on the floor.
You could come off as a sociopath, Chief, for just being like, that is funny, period.
I just give him a ha-ha, and my number one is, like, I even think 3 ha's is a little excessive, so I'll cut it off after that second H. So it'll be 3 H's, ha-ha, H, and then I'm done.
See, but that's where your brain, you don't, like, your surface.
Why am I surface?
Because you don't realize there's levels to this laughter. Like, LOL is like, I'm probably not laughing. Then haha, like I gave it a.
That's what I just said. I said it's a lie.
Like,
you're not
funny.
laughing out loud.
LMAO, like, yo, that was fucking funny.
Yeah, we've done the rankings before. LOL is like, I acknowledge you're being funny or trying to be funny.
Exactly.
Haha is like, it was a little.
If I
funnier
acknowledge you're being funny, you get a ha. If I thought
that's like you're in a bad mood. Ha.
Yeah. See.
Ha.
That's Stone Cold Chief who could just lay off 100 people and not blink.
LMAO.
Oh shit. All right, we could wrap this up. Thanks everybody for listening. Thank you for watching. We'll see you all tomorrow.